Alright, so triangle inequalities. The word inequality should sound familiar to you. Y'all did these in algebra, definitely. Probably even in pre-algebra. At some point, since this is an inequality, we're going to use that less than or greater than sign. So the triangle inequality theorem says, or states, that the sum of the lengths of any two sides of a triangle are greater than the length of the third side. Also, the difference of the two sides of the same triangle is less, and that word should not be that, it should be then, less than the length of the third side. This statement that they made, or this theorem, written in symbolic form, it'll look like this. The absolute value of any two sides, A minus B, will be less than that third side, and that third side would be less than A plus B. It's the triangle inequality theorem. This theorem helps us prove whether a triangle is a triangle or not, or whether not that. Helps us prove whether three sides or three side lengths that they give you could make a triangle. There's rules for triangles just like there are rules for anything. A triangle can't be a triangle unless the two smaller sides of that triangle add up to be a number greater than that third side, the larger side. Down here they want us to prove it on 1 through 4, and we numbered this a little wacky, so this goes 1, 2, 3, 4. I think we did that on the whole sheet too. Decide whether each set of numbers is a triangle. Show you how to do it. Y'all gonna pick this up pretty quick. I'm gonna do the first two though. You should be able to do the second two. Determine whether a set of numbers is a triangle. So on this, they give me three numbers here that represent the lengths of a side of a triangle. I want to determine whether this is a triangle or not, because just because they gave me three numbers don't mean this could be a triangle. It has to fit into the rule. The rule is that the two smaller sides have to add together and be greater than the larger side. Best thing you can do for yourself is reorder your numbers from least to greatest. 9, 12, 15. So my two smallest sides are 9 and 12. So I'm going to set it up as 9 plus 12, and I don't know if it's greater than or equal to yet, so I'm going to put a question mark and then put 15 on the other side. 9 plus 12, 21. Got 15 on the other side. 21 is greater than 15. So based on the numbers that they gave me, I can't say yes, these numbers could represent the side lengths of a triangle. Number 2, the second one, they give you three more lengths, 20, 10, and 9. Reorder them, least to greatest, 9, 10, 20. And I'm going to say 9 plus 10, question mark, 20. 9 plus 10 is 19. 19 is less than 20. On this one, my two smaller sides add up to give me a number less than 20. This is a no. These numbers right here will not represent the size of a triangle. So all you're doing, confirming whether it's a triangle or not based on the inequality theorem. If your two smaller sides add up to be something greater than, then it's a yes. If it's less than or equal to, then it's a no. It has to be greater than. Anything equal to or less than is a no. Try number 3 and 4. Tell me whether those sides represent a triangle or not. Everyone, what you got on 3? Give me your numbers first. So what's up? You say yes or no? I can't hear you. Yes, no. So should have got 23 equals 23 and you should have said no. Chris, number 4. Alright, you gotta talk a little bit louder, man. Huh? Okay, you just said it backwards though. Should have said 14.2 is less than 14.3 is the biggest side. But yeah, it's no. So you got no on both of those if you did it right. Alright, yeah, that's pretty simple. The next thing. Given the length of 2 sides of a triangle, find the range of the third side. So this is where this symbolic form is going to come into play for us up here. And let me explain it to you the best I can. So they're giving you 2 sides of a triangle. They're trying to figure out what range could that third side fall in, as long as it stays in the rules of a triangle inequality. It makes a triangle. So they're trying to figure out what's the smallest number you can have, and this could be a triangle, and what's the largest number you can have, and this could still be a triangle. So you have to consider, like, first that 9 and 15 might be the 2 smallest sides. If those are the 2 smallest sides, what would be the largest number that you can use for that biggest side? And this still be a triangle. And then vice versa, what if they gave me one of the small sides and 15 was my largest side? What is the other small number that I could possibly have to make this still a triangle? So this is where the triangle inequality comes in at. It says write an inequality to represent your answer. Show you how to get the inequality. I'm going to use the stuff up top. First, I'm going to do absolute value on these 2 numbers. Absolute value of 9 minus 15. This is going to give me my smallest. 9 minus 15, you should get -6. But if you do absolute value of -6, what is that? 6. And then after that, you're doing 9 plus 15, get the largest. 24. Now, this isn't telling you the smallest one. This is telling you the range that's in between. So when I write my equality, my inequality is going to be 6 is less than my number, which would be C, and C is less than 24. This is how the inequality will be written, similar to the symbolic form up here that we solved for here. And this reads as 6 is less than that third side, and that third side is less than 24, which makes sense. That means your number has to be somewhere between 6 and 24. Can't be 6 or 24, because 6 wouldn't work. Because if you do 6 plus 9, that'll give you 15, and 15 equals 15. It'll have to be something else. But it says 6 is less than the third side, so 7 could be work. 7 plus 9 will give you 16. 16 will be something greater than 15. And going from the other way, it says your third side has to be less than 24. 24 wouldn't work because 9 plus 15 gives you 24. 24 would equal 24. But if you use something less than that, it would work. For example, 23, make that your largest side. 9 plus 15 will be 24. 24 is greater than 23. It's just showing you how to find the range of your numbers that will work for you to make this third side, for the third side, so it'll be a triangle. Anything between 6 and 24. While I was doing all that talking, I probably did number 6. But if you haven't, do number 6. Give me my range. No. They don't. Absolute value only turns stuff. And it's not even turning stuff positive. Your answer will be positive when it comes out of there. But absolute value is just asking how far a number is away from zero in the positive or negative directions. I'm still recording, y'all chill.
Does it change the sign or?
Yeah, I'm not about to play with you. Where are we at?
I don't.
How do you have that already?
I mean, right here because I don't.
No, it's just 9. Yeah.
What is the method to change it to a positive?
Yeah. It's always going to be positive when it comes out of absolute value. Yeah. Don't worry about it. Alright, I didn't think he was. Who was I going to ask? I forgot. I don't know. Alright, Isaiah, what you got for the inequality? My bad. Less than. And C is less than what? Alright. Alright, next part. I only got a couple more to do. This is a pretty quick day for me with these. Most of the work is on y'all. Make sure you're paying attention. I'm going to go quick with this. I'm only showing you one in each section. List the angles from triangle ABC in order from smallest to largest. Smallest to largest. Listen, first thing I need you to understand. What they gave me right here are not angles. These are side lengths. AB, BC, and AC are all sides. They want me to use these to determine which angles are small. Well, determine the order of my angles from smallest to largest. To do that, the best thing for you to do for yourself is draw out a triangle for yourself. They obviously called the triangle ABC. Well, they even said it up here, triangle ABC. So just draw a small triangle for yourself up here. It don't have to be nothing extravagant. A, B, C, and then label it. You can label it any way you want. Just make sure you got A, B, and C on there. But I'm doing mine this way for the first one. And so then they tell me the side lengths. AB is 17. 17 is here. BC is 21. And then AC is 18. So those are my sides. To figure out my angles in order from smallest to largest, I'm going to use my sides. Make sure you're paying attention, Warren. Keep your focus right, man. The smallest side is always across from the smallest angle. and vice versa. But in this case, I'm looking for the smallest angle, so I'm going to go to my smallest side, which is 17, and I'm going to draw myself an arrow across from that side. Across, I land on this angle over here, angle C. This is my smallest angle. My smallest angle would be angle C. Then I'm going to go to my middle side. My middle side would be 18. Across from that would be my smallest angle. My middle angle, excuse me. Up here, drawing an arrow, angle B would be my middle angle. And then my biggest angle is always across from my biggest side, which in this case is 21. Across from that, angle A. Yeah. That's pretty much all that's to it. You just need to understand what across means. Number 8. Same situation. They just want to know smallest or largest on that one. Triangle. Label it. Like I said, don't matter how you label your triangle. I'll label this one differently. I'll call this ABC this way. ABC. And then AB is 15. AC is 16. BC is 17. And do the same thing I did on the last one and tell me what my angles are. Smallest to largest. Juan, go ahead. What's up? Angle C. Alright. Now, they won't always be in that same order. I don't want to try to think that's supposed to be the answers. No. Coinky dink. Alright, so reversing your train of thought. Now on this one, it says list the sides of triangle ABC in order from largest to smallest. So they also tell you to go largest to smallest too. And then they want the sides this time. This time they give you the angles of the triangle, and they want to know the largest to smallest sides. Drawing another triangle for myself. Need you to understand, though. I don't think some kids be understanding. It's the difference between angles and sides. Angles go inside. Don't put the angles on the outside. They go inside. 46 degrees is angle A. Angle B is 30. Angle C is 104. I should have drew that differently. It don't matter. Don't have to be drawn a scale anyway. Now you're using the angles to figure out which sides are largest or smallest. My largest angle is 104. Going to that angle, going across from it. 104 is my largest angle. My largest side is AB. My middle angle is 46. Go across from that. My middle side will be BC. My smallest angle 30 degrees. Across from that, AC. Like drawing an arrow across. You understood the last stuff, but you didn't understand this. We just going in reverse now, one. We got the angles now. We just trying to find the sides. Largest angle matches up with the largest side. My largest angle one was 104. Went across from that, that's my largest side. Even though it don't look like it the way I drew it, but that's what it is. My drawing is not to scale. That's what y'all need to understand. My drawing is not to scale at all. Don't. I'm just drawing it out so I can just draw arrows and see what's up and match up. My drawing is horribly wrong. I should have had 104 up here. But based on the way I labeled, I had to put it here. Just so I can make sure I get the right side. This drawing is not to scale at all. Meaning, I didn't draw it correctly. It's not a correct representation of the angles. But you just need to line up and go across, man. All you're just trying to figure out what the largest side on your triangle would be. Middle side, then the smallest. Based on the angles. Number 10, you can do on your own, but let me help you out, though. Number 10, what's missing? Angle B. How can you find it? I'm listening. I can't hear you, though. Don't let Vincent answer all the questions. How can you find angle B? Miss Johnson, yeah, okay, well. A little louder so they can hear you, because they don't hear you. Right. Just in case y'all didn't hear over here, she said all the angles of a triangle should add up to 180, which she is correct. They only gave you 2, but since you got those 2, you can use that to find the third one. She said she added 59 and 61 together, got 120. Did 180 minus 120, and she got angle B, which was 60. And then from there, y'all can draw my triangle and tell me what my largest and smallest side is. There you go. On 12, they give you an expression for angle A, B, and C. Before you consider it, it's not like the other one where you can just draw the triangle out and label the angles. You don't know what the angles are right now. You need to find the value of the angles. But they did give you an expression for each of the 3 angles, A, B, and C. Like Ms. Johnson said earlier, triangle adds up to what? 180. So if that's the case, angle A plus angle B plus angle C should equal 180 degrees. You need to write that equation out for yourself. 9x plus 29 plus 93 minus 5x plus 10x plus 2 equals 180. Combine like terms. Might want to go through and box all your variables so you can see them. 9x minus 5x plus 10x, 14x. And then you got 29 plus 93 plus 2, 124 equals 180. If you can make it to that point, you just got a 2-step equation. From there, subtract 124 14x equals 56. X equals 4. This is just the value of x, though. This isn't my answer. So I'm not going to box that all the way. I need you to understand this is not what I'm looking for. I just need x so I can find my angles. So my three angles are angle A, yes, angle B, and angle C. I need to plug back in to find my three angles. 9 times 4 plus 29. I'll give you my first angle, angle A. It's 65, 75, which one? 65. Second one, you will be doing 93 minus 5x. Alright, so 93 minus 5 times 4. On that one, you got to be careful, though. You need to do the order of operations. If you do 93 minus 5 first and then times by 4, you're going to get the wrong answer because you didn't follow the order of operations. Order of operations say you should do the multiplication first, and then should do 5 times 4 first, get 20, 93 minus 20, it'll give you 73. The last one, 10 times 4 plus 2, 42. So those are all three of my degrees. They should add up to 180. They do add up to 180. After that, I still need to find my sides, largest to smallest. Now I have my degrees, I can do it. I'm drawing my triangle. A, B, C. Angle A is 65 degrees. Angle B is 73. Angle C is 42. And then just draw your arrows so you can figure out which sides are which. They said largest to smallest. Largest angle was 73 degrees. Largest side would be AC. Middle was 65. Middle side would be BC. And then my smallest side was smallest angle was 42 degrees. Smallest side would be AB. Yeah. So that's how you handle that when you got two of them on your practice sheet too.